Okay, we've changed the mood lighting, the ambience lighting. It's gone red. Red traditionally on YouTube, certainly when we're looking at thumbnails, means bad news, not good. And this video is bad news and not good for some people because they have not made the World Grand Prix this year, but they did 2 years ago. Now, this video is not as bad as some of them have been in the past. Sometimes we get some really big shifters and movers. This one seems quite stable. So it's not all bad news here if you're a fan of any of these players, but there are going to be some drops and some significant jumps in prize money coming off. It's just that they seem a little bit safe at the moment, and certainly they can recover this at the back end of the year, so it's not too drastic unless you're Michael Smith. We'll get to that one in a moment. Let's start off with some first round defeats. £7,500 coming off the rankings for the likes of Brendan Dolan, who didn't lose in the first round a couple of years ago. He actually lost in the second round. The first round, he beat Dirk van Dijvenbode. I probably should edit this, but I'm not going to. I'm going to stick with it because this is Edgar TV. He lost 3-0 in the second round to Michael Smith, where he could drop one place in the rankings, £15,000 to come off because he lost in the second round, not the first. 37th in the order of merit, could drop down to 38. He's looking pretty stable, £246,000 on his ranking. He seems okay. Not okay, though, for Jose, who did lose in the first round. He lost in the first round to Gary Anderson, £7,500 coming off his order of merit. We know the story of Jose. Jose's in big trouble in regards to his tour card. Needs to make the World Championship. His best chance of making the World Championship is going to be the PDPA qualifier, of which there are now 4 places available. He has to get in there. If he does not get in, the tour card's gone. We pretty much know that. So Jose de Souza is pretty much banking on that, and then a bit of a run at Ali Pali where the increased prize money could save him. I don't think it's going to happen though for Jose. Needs a big back end of the year. Otherwise, and then that's another video for the very near future. Another first round defeat for Dimitri Bergh. He's lucky in a sense, because last year Dimitri Bergh reached the semi-finals, losing out to Mike Decker. If he was losing that money off his rankings, he would be in some serious trouble right now. Instead, Chris Dobey beat him 2 sets to nil. This is going well, isn't it? 2 sets to nil in the first round. Dimitri Bergh, £7,500 off. He's got £361,000 on the order of merit. He's looking pretty safe. He's not really going anywhere. Position 22 in the order of merit. I think he stays around there unless some other results sort of happen. Dimitri Bergh's problem comes next year when he's defending the prize money from the UK Open. If that doesn't go well for him, Dimitri Bergh could be going on quite the slide. So, one to keep an eye on over the coming months. But I am told he's knuckling down to practice right now. He's got himself a practice partner. And I think we could see Dimitri Bergh start to produce some good darts once again. Chizzy's been consistent and probably the most unlucky as well. Just dropped outside the world's top 16 to the position 17. Didn't have enough on the Pro Tour order of merit, so is missing out on this. A couple of years ago, lost 2-0 to Luke Woodhouse in the opening round. £7,500 come off his rankings. The £433,000 doesn't really take too much of a dent there. Drops him to 426. We'll see him drop one place. We could probably see him drop a couple, but he's not going to be coming too far away here, Dave Chisnell. There's not really going to be too much concern for me in regards to his immediate future. Gabriel Clements dropped outside the world's top 32 when he lost that position in the World Championship. The semi-final money came off. That's when he sort of dropped out. Doesn't look like this go back in. 40th at the moment, £192,000, £7,500 coming off of that due to the 2-0 defeat to Peter Wright a couple of years ago. I don't see too much concern here for Gabriel Clements, to be honest. I think he stays where he is, but the big concern for Gabriel Clements is the fact that he stays where he is. He's not making any progress up the rankings. Callum Ridds knocking on the door of the world's top 32 at times. He looks excellent at Ali Pali, doesn't he? But he didn't look so great here when he lost to Michael Smith 2-0 in the opening round a couple of years ago. £7,500 to come off. Most likely for Callum Ridds, this means there's going to be no move whatsoever. £173,000 won't take much of a dent. £166,000 there. I think Callum Ridds stays absolutely static. If there's any movement here for Ridds, Ridds looks fine. So, that's the early defeats. Bad news here is for Michael Smith. He is the big one. He is the big mover, the big shaker. Because Michael Smith Missed out on the World Match Play, dropped him outside the top 16, down to World 21. £40,000 coming off of Michael Smith. 2 years ago was a semi-finalist, losing out to Gerwyn Price. That 40 grand moves Michael Smith from £363,000 to £323,000 with money other people are getting on. I predict Michael Smith at best comes out of this tournament as the world number 28. He is moving closer and closer to coming outside that world's top 32, which, as we know, maybe not as impactful as it once was, because now the World Championship is no longer the top 32 players in the world, it's the top 40. So maybe that changed it a little bit, but certainly that psychology side, I want to be in the top 32. That's sort of like the base mark of darts, isn't it? You go, right, I want to be in the top 64. I want to be in the top 32. I want to be in the top 16. I want to be in the top 4. They are sort of like the milestone rankings. So he's in danger here of coming outside of those milestones and being outside the top 32, which seems crazy. Again, if you'd have mentioned this a couple of years ago. So that's the people that are defending the movers and shakers in regards to what's coming down. Don't forget, though, that doesn't necessarily mean that they are the only movers. There are people in here that are defending big money from a few years ago. The defending champion, the semi-finalists, players that maybe not be in as much form as they once was. This video is about the guarantees. These players can do nothing about it. They can't defend. Tomorrow, we're going to look at the players that can just gain everything. They're not defending anything from a couple of years ago. So everything they pick up means they're going to be going up the rankings. So some interesting moves going in this year's World Grand Prix. But most notably, it's unfortunately Michael Smith. Catch you tomorrow to see who's going up the rankings.